And that's why a wombat, raccoon, and painted box turtle are not great choices for our bowling team. Breaking news that we're just getting in. Famed local chef Luigi Linguini is missing. The chef made news recently as he planned to expand his popular restaurant chain outside of our area into several parts of the country. A move that was met with disagreement from many members of our small local community. Joining me now is the detective taking the lead in this investigation, Detective Bert Foundry.
Thanks, Bert. Glad to be here.
So you chose my show to talk about this big case, huh? Is that because you're a fan of our #1 rated local news station?
Not necessarily. It's mostly because you interviewed the chef only yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I got the exclusive scoop on the chef's decision to expand his business.
I mean, it was a press conference, but, you've also been very outspoken on social media lately. I actually have a tweet that I can quote right here. It says, I hope nothing bad happens to anyone who plans on leaving our perfect community. An interesting sentiment considering the chef's plan to expand.
I'm not sure what one has to do with the other.
Well, we'll get to that. For now, I need the help of any young, budding detectives who can help me solve this crime. There are so many clues that I need the sharpest minds and the quickest wits to crack the case and find the chef.
Extra detectives? How interesting. You're hearing this exclusively on our local news giant featuring me, Purred Happily. Aren't they?
Yeah, sure, Purd. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Now, after my first look through the clues, I have identified 8 possible suspects in this fishy disappearance. First, we have Isabella Pollock, a local artist who was present at several of the events leading up to the chef's disappearance. She wears a beret and always smells of paint thinner. Her art could be described as absurdist because, quite frankly, it's weird. She was hired to provide the art for the chef's restaurants, but we found out that the agreement was recently canceled by the chef, leading to a major dip in her career. Gerald Cloud, a software and digital security professional. His skills with a computer are second to none, which is why he was hired by the chef to run his cybersecurity. Rumor has it Gerald was replaced by a large security firm when the chef decided to expand his restaurants. He had access to all of the chef's digital files related to the business. Officer Rita Winslow. Officer Winslow works at the local police station. Her beat is the business district, where the chef opened his first restaurant. There's even a dish named after her on the menu, Winslow's White Hots. She and the chef recently had a falling out when the chef changed his menu, removing her namesake dish due to poor sales. She had access to areas of the restaurant that others didn't. William Wayfair is a local arts and entertainment photographer who has taken pictures of the most famous and important people in our community. He never misses the perfect shot. He's so dedicated, he sleeps with a camera around his neck in case he's woken up by inspiration. His passion and eye for detail is what drew the chef to him. Linguini hired William to take his picture for the announcement about his national expansion. I hear that William was not happy with the choice of picture that the chef made, leading to an explosive argument the night before he disappeared. Miss Libby Greenwell owns a local greenhouse and flower shop. According to her customers, her green thumb has helped put our community on the map. She's a longtime friend and supporter of Chef Linguini, and witnesses say that she ate at his flagship restaurant every Friday night. Apparently, she and the chef had plans to create the world's first greenhouse restaurant hybrid, but those plans were put on hold after the chef's decision to expand. Rumor has it that Libby was devastated by the news. Joy McSprinkles runs the local summer camp. She's known as a bubbly and overly happy person who is always eager to lend a helping hand. Those who know her best say that she harbors a bad temper, which has gotten the better of her on several occasions. One of those fits was when she apparently got into a heated argument with Chef Linguini during a recent meeting. Allegedly, the chef had agreed to provide the food for her summer camp, but those plans fell through when she announced the restaurant was expanding. Joy was reportedly furious. Bottom Line Butch is a local businessman and investor who can be seen in the company of all the movers and shakers in our area. He's known as a ruthless negotiator who always gets the best deal with the highest margin of profit. He and the chef were reportedly in the process of working out a deal that included Butch as the primary representative of his businesses. But the chef backed out at the last minute. Butch does not take disappointment well. Purd is a local news personality who is always looking for a tasty morsel of news. He is known to be a bit of an egomaniac and only thinks about himself, especially if he's in front of a camera. Purd had been after the chef for weeks trying to get an exclusive interview about the chef's plans to expand. Purd was the last person to see the chef. According to the security footage, he stopped the chef after the press conference and sought more information from him. The chef apparently refused, leaving Purd a bit perturbed.
That's quite a list of suspects. I noticed that you had me at the end. Is that out of respect for the position I hold in the community?
No. You do realize you're a suspect in this disappearance, right?
I'm sure you'll find out that I'm innocent.
Yeah, okay, so you don't seem to be taking this too seriously. In fact, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me. We're gonna need to do some questions.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that concludes our broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to my new podcast.
We'll just step right out here, Mr. Hadley. Thank you. Okay, detectives, I need your help solving this perplexing crime. Don't forget that you are picking up your clue packets tomorrow between 8 and 9 a.m. at the church. I will see you there. You want me to close it out? Oh, okay. Well, this has been You Heard with Purd, who is a suspect in the crime. Good night.